You wake up every day with two choices: hit snooze and stay the same, or rise and build the life you keep saying you want. The difference between who you are right now and who you want to become isn't luck, it's habits. And the first hours of your day will decide the rest of it. You can't expect greatness if you start your morning drowning in distractions. Your phone is not your purpose. Scrolling is not your destiny. If you want your life to change forever, it starts the second your eyes open. 5 habits, 5 decisions, 5 moments that separate the dreamers from the doers. Number 1, get up when you said you would. If you can't keep a promise to yourself, you won't keep it to anyone else. Discipline is built in the dark before the world is awake. Number 2, move your body, not to look good, to feel unstoppable. Your body is your vehicle, and you can't drive your dreams with a flat tire. Number 3, feed your mind before the world feeds it for you. Read, listen, learn, build mental armor before the day throws its punches. Number 4, write your mission for the day. Not a to-do list, a purpose list. Know exactly who you're going to be before you step out the door. Number 5, sit in silence. Breathe. Visualize the life you're building. Feel it before you live it, because the mind moves before the body follows. These 5 habits aren't just tasks, they're declarations. They tell the world, I am not here to survive, I am here to rise. Every morning is a new vote for the person you want to become. Stop wasting those votes on the old you. You've been given another sun. Eyes, don't waste it. The first hours of your day determine the rest of it. They set the tone. They decide whether you're in control or whether life will control you. When you wake up, you are given a window, a sacred, powerful moment where your mind is fresh, untainted, and ready to be shaped. Most people waste that window. They grab their phone. They scroll through other people's lives before they've even started living their own. They drown their mind in noise before they've had the chance to hear their own thoughts. But here's the truth: what you do in that first hour is not just a morning routine. It's the foundation of your mindset. It's the fuel for your focus. It's the trigger for your discipline. If you start with chaos, your day will be chaotic. If you start with intention, your day will follow that intention. That's why the most successful people on the planet guard their mornings like their life depends on it. Because it does. Your morning is the most valuable real estate you own in the day. It's the time where you decide, will I react or will I create? Will I follow or will I lead? Will I live on autopilot or will I choose the direction I want to go? Every single morning is a chance to reset. Yesterday doesn't matter. Last week doesn't matter. The failures, the mistakes, the moments you wish you could change, none of them have power in the present moment. The only thing that matters is what you do next. And what you do next starts with the first hour of your day. Wake up with purpose. Move your body to wake up your energy. Feed your mind before the world feeds it for you. Plan your actions before distractions plan them for you. Give yourself silence before the noise begins. Those small choices compound into something huge. They build focus. They build confidence. They build a life that feels intentional, not accidental. The first hours of your day are your launchpad. Treat them with respect, and they will change everything. Avoid starting your morning with distractions like phone scrolling, because the moment you open your eyes and grab that screen, you give away control of your mind. Before you've even taken a deep breath, you're letting other people's opinions, problems, and noise invade your headspace. You think you're just checking notifications, but what you're really doing is programming your brain to react instead of create. Your morning is the most powerful time of your day. It's when your mind is clear, when your thoughts are your own, and when you have the chance to set the direction for everything that follows. But when you start with your phone, you trade that clarity for chaos. You go from calm to comparison in seconds. You see highlights of other people's lives and suddenly feel like yours isn't enough. You read bad news and suddenly your day starts heavy. You get pulled into messages and emails, and suddenly your priorities are no longer your own. Every swipe, every tap, every scroll in those early minutes robs you of focus you can't get back. It's like pouring dirt into a glass of clean water. Once the clarity is gone, it's gone. You don't need to wake up and download stress before your feet even touch the floor. You don't need to start the day with noise when silence could be your greatest weapon. Instead, give your mind the gift of space, breathe before you scroll, move before you tap, think before you react. Because your brain is like soft clay in the morning, it takes the shape of whatever you give it first. If you feed it distractions, it will stay distracted all day. If you feed it purpose, it will stay focused all day. Your phone can wait, the world can wait. Those messages, those updates, those endless feeds, they will still be there an hour from now. But that first hour, you only get it once. Protect it, guard it. Treat it like the foundation of your day, because it is. And if you start that foundation with distraction, everything you build on top of it will be unstable. Get up at the time you promised yourself. Trust builds discipline. Because every time you set an alarm and then ignore it, you're teaching your mind that your own word means nothing. You're showing yourself that your promises are optional. And when you can't rely on yourself for something as small as getting out of bed, how can you trust yourself with the big things? Discipline isn't built in the spotlight. It's built in the quiet moments when nobody is watching. It's built when you rise in the dark, when it would be easier to stay comfortable, when it would be easier to roll over and tell yourself just 5 more minutes. That moment when you hear the alarm and choose to honor it is a moment of power. It's not just about waking up. It's about proving to yourself that your words have weight, that your intentions are real, that you mean what you say. The person you are is shaped by the tiny decisions you make every day. And the decision to get up when you said you would is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to build integrity with yourself. Self-trust is the foundation of confidence, because when you trust yourself, you stop second-guessing. You stop negotiating with excuses. You stop letting temporary comfort destroy long-term progress. That first battle with the alarm clock is a test. Win it, and you carry momentum into everything else you do. Lose it, and you carry the weight of knowing you've already broken the first promise of the day. And that weight shows up in your energy, your focus, your choices. It's not about becoming some cold, rigid machine. It's about becoming someone you can rely on. Someone who does what they say, even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, even when nobody will know the difference except you. Because at the end of the day, the relationship you have with yourself determines everything. And it starts the moment you open your eyes. Get up when you said you would. Show yourself you can be trusted. And watch how that one choice transforms the way you live. Move your body daily to build energy and resilience. Because your body is the engine that carries you through every single thing you do. If you neglect it, you slow yourself down. If you strengthen it, you give yourself the power to face anything. Movement is not just about looking fit. It's about feeling alive. It's about waking up your mind, shaking off the heaviness, and reminding yourself that you are built to move, not to sit still and fade away. When you move your body, you don't just get stronger physically, you get sharper mentally. You release stress, you boost your mood, you unlock energy you didn't even know you had. Every time you push through that moment when your muscles burn and your breath gets heavy, you're training your mind to endure discomfort. And that endurance doesn't stay in the gym or on the track it follows you into every challenge life throws at you. Because if you can push through one more rep, one more step, one more minute when it hurts, you can push through one more obstacle when life gets hard. Resilience is built in the moments when you don't quit, and daily movement is practice for that. It doesn't have to be hours of training or some perfect, polished workout. It can be a walk in the morning sun, stretching before bed, lifting something heavy, running until your lungs feel like fire. The point is to remind yourself that your body is your ally, that it can carry you further than your mind sometimes believes. Energy is not something you wait for, it's something you create. And the quickest way to create it is to move, because the more you move, the more alive you feel. The more alive you feel, the more you can give. The more you can give, the more life gives back to you. Your body is a gift, a tool, a weapon. Treat it with care, train it with respect, and it will serve you for years to come. Move daily and watch your energy rise and your resilience grow beyond what you thought was possible. Prioritize mental growth before consuming outside noise, because the first thing you give your mind in the morning becomes the foundation for the rest of the day. If you start with the world's noise, your thoughts won't be your own. You'll spend the day reacting instead of creating. You'll be pulled in every direction but forward. But when you feed your mind something powerful before the distractions begin, you take control. You choose your focus. You set your tone. You build your armor before the world throws its punches. Mental growth isn't something that happens by accident, it's intentional. It comes from reading words that inspire you, from listening to voices that challenge you, from asking questions that expand your thinking, from learning something new before the demands of the day take over. Your mind is like a garden. If you let the weeds in first, they will take over. If you plant strong seeds early, they will grow all day. That's why the morning is your most valuable time for mental growth. You're clear, you're focused, you haven't yet been buried under notifications, opinions, and distractions. This is when you can pour in the kind of knowledge and perspective that makes you stronger. Because the truth is, the world isn't always kind. It's not always encouraging. It's not always on your side. But if you've built a strong, focused, and prepared mind before stepping into it, you can face anything it throws your way. It's the difference between walking into a storm with an umbrella or without one. The umbrella doesn't stop the rain, but it keeps you from being soaked. Mental growth is your umbrella. It's the protection you carry with you. It's the confidence that no matter how loud the noise gets, you'll still hear your own voice. So don't start your day letting everyone else's thoughts fill your head. Start it by building your own. Feed your mind before the world feeds it for you. Grow first, then go, because when your mind is strong, the noise becomes nothing more than background. Write a mission or purpose list instead of a regular to-do list, because a to-do list is just tasks. It's boxes to check. It's chores that keep you busy but don't always move you forward. A mission list is different. A mission list is about who you want to be, not just what you want to get done. It's about aligning your actions with your vision, not just filling your hours with activity. When you write a regular to-do list, you can finish the day having checked everything off and still feel empty, because being busy is not the same as being fulfilled. But when you start your day with a mission, every action has meaning. Every step is connected to something bigger. A mission list might still have tasks, but each one exists for a reason. You're not just making calls, you're building connections. You're not just exercising, you're building strength to live longer and better. You're not just reading, you're expanding your mind to create new opportunities. The difference is the why behind the what. When you write down your mission for the day, You remind yourself of your identity. You set your intention before the world tries to set it for you, and that intention becomes your compass. Even if the day throws distractions, you can look at your mission and remember what truly matters. You don't drift, you don't wander, you move with purpose, and that changes everything. Because success is not just about doing more. It's about doing the right things for the right reasons. A mission list keeps you accountable to your vision, not just your schedule. It helps you end the day not only with completed tasks, but with progress toward the life you actually want. It turns your mornings into launch pads, not just starting points. It keeps your energy focused and your direction clear. So tomorrow morning, don't just ask, "What do I need to do?" Ask, "Who do I need to be?" Then write the actions that match that answer. Because when you live by mission instead of just a list, you stop chasing time and start shaping it. Practice morning silence to clear your mind, because before the noise of the world takes over, you have a rare moment of peace, a moment that belongs only to you, a moment where you can hear your own thoughts without interruption. Most people fill that moment with chaos. They turn on the TV, they scroll through social media, they start reading messages and emails before their mind has even woken up. But silence is power. It's the reset your brain craves but rarely gets. It's the space where clarity is born. In silence, you can sort through your thoughts instead of letting them stack on top of each other until you feel overwhelmed. In silence, you can ask yourself the questions that matter. What do I want from today? How do I want to feel? What am I willing to do to make it happen? This is not about meditating perfectly or sitting still for hours. It's about giving yourself a pocket of calm before the storm begins. Because life will bring storms. The world will bring noise. People will demand your attention. Problems will show up uninvited. But if you start with a clear mind, you'll navigate it all with more strength and focus. Silence also teaches you to listen not just to the world, but to yourself. It reminds you that your thoughts are not just background chatter. They're the blueprint for the life you're building. And the cleaner that blueprint is, the stronger your results will be. You don't have to wait until everything around you is quiet. You create the quiet. You choose to step away from the noise even for just a few minutes. It can be while drinking your coffee, while sitting in your favorite chair, while standing outside and feeling the morning air on your face. No screens, no notifications, no outside voices, just you, your breath, and the day ahead. Start with silence, and you'll carry that calm into everything you do. Start with noise, and you'll be chasing peace all day. Choose the stillness. Let it sharpen your mind before you move into the world. Visualize your goals to align your mind and actions. Because before you can create something in the physical world, you have to create it in your mind. Every great achievement started as a picture in someone's imagination. A vision so clear that it pulled them forward, even when things got hard. When you wake up and take a moment to see your goals in your mind, you give yourself direction. You give yourself a target to aim for, and when the target is clear, your actions naturally begin to line up with it. Visualization is not daydreaming. Daydreaming is vague, it's passive, it's a wish without commitment. Visualization is active, it's intentional, it's detailed. You don't just think, "I want success." You see what that success looks like. You see where you're standing, what you're wearing, who's around you, and how it feels in that moment. You make it so real in your mind that your brain starts to believe it's possible and then starts working to make it real. When your mind is aligned with your vision, your actions follow with more purpose. You're not just working hard, you're working in the right direction. You start making choices that support the picture you've created. You start noticing opportunities that match it. You start saying no to the things that pull you away from it. It's like tuning a radio. Once you're locked into the right frequency, you hear the signal clearly. Without visualization, you're operating on static. Your mind is powerful, but it needs instructions. And those instructions come from the images you feed it. The clearer the image, the stronger the signal. The stronger the signal, the faster your actions align. Every morning, take a few minutes to see the life you're building. Feel the emotions of having it. Let that feeling set the tone for your day, because when you